Hey, what's up guys, it's B-Train here. So I've been really inspired by Goodkiss and Thomas Brush video on this topic, so here are my takes for beginners. 1. Make a commercial game in under 2 years. If your game is taking past 2 years, you don't have the skill set or resources to make the game yet. Try to be realistic and look at your skill set and have a deadline of 2 years. If you don't know, then make a plan for a game project of 1 year and give yourself an extra year to finish it. 2. Your first game project won't be your dream project. It should have a lot of similarities to it though. The reason is that you want to reuse mechanics or assets so that you can save time when it is time to work on your dream project. Keep it smaller scope, but make sure it's reusable. You would thank your past self. 3. Play a lot of games, mainly in your genre, but you can branch out. You want to be very knowledgeable of your genre and keep playing it. It's very easy to be a workaholic, but as game designers, it's vital that you keep playing games and stay up to date with future releases. Understand what gamers are into today and the history behind your genre. 4. Time management. I say most beginners are not ruthless with their time. Make a schedule and time block your game dev time. You have to know your optimal work time. Everybody has specific hours where they are the most productive. Lean in on that and do your shallow work afterwards. If you give yourself too much time, you will produce mediocre work and have to redo stuff anyways. Learn how to make good quality work in a short time frame so you can produce good quality work. 5. Project management. Because you are a beginner, you are not good at project management yet. That's fine. This is partially why you should make smaller projects so you can understand the full picture. Make a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly plan for your game. See when you are falling behind on your deadlines. If you are slacking somewhere, you have to make a backup plan in case you are falling behind. This could be using some of your savings to get help or blocking in more work time. Stay organized but flexible to reach your goal. 6. You can use assets. It's okay if you want to use art or program assets. We live in an era where we can use these to save time. If you get an art asset, do learn how to edit it to fit your game. If you use program assets, you still need to know how to tweak the code to work for your game. Learn how to use some money to save some time. 7. Don't quit your job. I know a lot of people want to, but you're actually putting yourself at a disadvantage if you do. If you have reliable income, you will be less stressed and burnt out. If you have money, you can buy assets or hire contractors. The cons is that you don't have as much time. But guess what? Because you are financially stressed, you will burn out quicker than if you had a day job. Burnout comes from stress, not activity. Realistically, you will not work past 40 hours on your game. If you believe you do, understand that a lot of it is not deep quality work. You can meet a middle ground and work a part-time job as well. Also, if you have money and hire contractors, they will get the job done faster than you because they have higher skill levels, so don't quit your job just yet. 8. Focus on the skills you want to improve, outsource the others. This one is hard for beginners, but you will realize what skills you naturally want to lean in on. It could be game design, art, program, etc., but it can also mean project management, accounting, marketing, etc. Make a list of all the stuff you have to do. It's probably like 10 or more skills. Then make a list of 5-ish of them. Those are the skills you should hone your craft. As you have more money, you can start outsourcing so you can leverage other people's skills they honed. 9. Marketing is not as important as you think. There are 2 types of marketing: pre-launch marketing and launch month marketing. Too many game devs focus on pre-launch marketing. This is posting on social media every week and asking YouTubers to play your demo. These are not bad, but it's time consuming and are not a strong leverage moment. You will gain more use if you just focus on finishing your game and making the Steam page early. Launch marketing is where you see exponential growth. By launch marketing, I mean Steam Next Fest and the months leading up to it. After Steam Next Fest, you should be on launch marketing mode, contacting the press, YouTubers, streamers, etc. These are much higher leverage moments and the best time to market. 10. Publishers are overrated. By publishers, I am referring to people who want funding and support from them. It's nice, I guess, but they expect to make more money than they put in from you. Publishers get a bit of leverage because they own so much IP and can bring them to game festivals on your behalf. They can offer playtesting, localization, etc. If you write a list of what they can offer you, the only thing that you can't really do is localization unless you know the language. So I only sign with publishers if they can help with this. Playtesting, I can do it myself and find the gamers. Marketing, that's pretty easy and all the resources is out there. Funding, it'd be nice to work on your games full time, but you can fund yourself through other means. In exchange, the publisher expects to make more money off of you, so why not do these things yourself and keep more of the revenue? 11. You want to start your Kickstarter too early. Most game devs want like $100,000 from a Kickstarter so they can quit their job and work on it full time. So they make like a demo and a few chapters and ask for that amount. If this is your first game, you don't have credibility yet. It's hard to get funding that high when nobody even knows who you are. Your project management skill will also not be quite as high. And Kickstarter is all about making promises and showing your project management. For your first game, I personally don't recommend Kickstarter unless you are extremely dedicated. It can work, but it's very stressful when you have to tell your backers that you missed your deadline. Learn how to fund your game yourself first, then show people what you are capable of with their support. Having credibility goes a long way. 12. You're spending too much time picking an engine. If you are cool with a middleware engine like RenPy, RPG Maker, or SRPG Studio, use it. You will save so much time. The cons is that you can't do console ports, but those are extremely expensive and should not be your concern yet. Become successful on Steam before worrying about it. If you are using the big boy engines, make a crappy prototype and find which workflow you like the most. The workflow you like the most will be your engine. You can read the cons of the engine if you want, but ultimately, you should be aiming to make your first commercial game in under 2 years. Just pick the engine and go. You don't have time to waste picking your tools just yet. 13. You will have to learn how to communicate and direct people. I know us game devs are known to be antisocial, but guess what? You will have to talk to people. You will deal with artists who have insecurity issues. You will deal with douchey content creators. You will talk to entitled gamers. That's just part of the job. It's best to learn how to talk to people in your life now so that you are better prepared to deal with people in the industry. 14. Don't underestimate pre-production. 80% of your result will come from 20% of your effort. The day you create your game idea is the day you already started marketing. Your game genre, visuals, and scope will be the biggest deciding factor whether people want to play your game. Execution is very important, but what type of game it is just as important. 15. Don't underestimate word-of-mouth marketing. If your game is legit good, people will tell their friends. Then their friends will tell their friends. If somebody sees a GIF 10,000 times on Twitter, it is less likely to sway them to buy it. If their friend is having a great time playing your game, they will want to play it. Again, don't underestimate word-of-mouth marketing and don't overestimate social media marketing. 16. Playtest, playtest, playtest. You should be playing your game almost every single day. If not every day, then once a week is fine. You will learn more about your game the more you play it, not by staring at the engine screen. Always set some time in your day to play it. Make notes, fix it, then move on to your to-do list. Get people to play your game and then playtest your game over again. You need to play your game an extreme amount of time until it's polished to your standards. 17. Schedule your breaks. Everybody is different, but I like to schedule a week or two off when a really good game comes out. Then I binge it and I feel refreshed to work on my game again. Some people will work on their game intensely for a month, then take a month off. Do what works for you, but schedule some time off so you can recharge your battery. 18. Get feedback often. Try to get feedback from gamers and game devs. This is where social media marketing is useful. If you notice people don't care about your game, it might or might not mean people won't care about it. Make sure to get feedback often while you are working on your game. Game devs will give some good advice, but the gamers is your target audience. Reddit, Discord, and Twitter are good places to find feedback. If people are ignoring your game and you're not getting any traction, then it's time to finish it quickly and move on. 19. Know how to make a good short game before making a good long game. If your game is 10 hours and is not fun, then making it 30 hours will not magically make it better either. Learn how to make a fun short game before you can make a fun long game, because that's how you will learn how to make a fun long game. 20. It's a marathon, not a race. Make a game plan with an in-depth schedule, but don't get discouraged if you fall behind. You won't get instant dopamine making games. It takes years to make a good commercial game. So focus on improving yourself and keep working at it. Once you get to the other side, you will have an insane amount of dopamine once it's over. It takes time, so keep at it. That's it for me, guys. Thank you for listening. Hey, if you guys want to support the channel, make sure to wishlist Grey Heritage Noble Duty. It's part of the Grey Heritage series that I've made in SRPG Studio. If you guys want to play a released game, I also have Grey Heritage Faded Vision. Make sure to check those out. Links is in the description.